Good morning. Marietta back with another video. Happy Sunday to you all. Phew. Y'all know I got to thinking about some things, and y'all know that's a dangerous place for me to be when I start to thinking. But I got to thinking about why is it that we're studying hearing about this $2,000 tariff. This $2,000 tariff that our president wants to give us, or offered to give us, or thought about giving us, or wished he could give us. Which one is it? But let me tell y'all something. First of all, this has not even been approved yet. This money has not been approved yet. And I just want to talk to y'all about it, not in a political sense, but in a common sense. Let's put some common sense on the situation. Now, as we think about this situation, we're in a place now where we're in a very vulnerable place. And right now, we're in the middle of the holiday season. So I really believe, now let me speak my opinion on it first, and y'all type it in the comments, that this hush-hush money, let's call it what it is, just to shut you up to get you through the holidays, that I cannot give you. But if I tell you I'm going to give you something, it's going to hush you up because you're going to be expecting it to keep you quiet for a while you wait for it. Wait for it. And as you're waiting for it, you're just going to keep quiet while I pacify you, because that's what you do when you give a baby a pacifier. You quiet them for a little while. It'll keep them quiet for a while. So while you're being pacified in the midst of this situation, it just seems like, let's just have a conversation. You think that this carrot, this $2,000 carrot is being dangled down in front of your face because, first of all, I really believe, now this is just me talking, so y'all type y'all comments in the comments. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just kicking the can down the road because it's what I do, and it's Sunday morning and my child is safe and I ain't got nothing else to do right now, so I figured I'd come and talk to y'all so I can brainstorm a little bit and clear my head as well. And I'm thinking in my mind that this $2,000 was brought up in the first place because of the fact that now we're in a vulnerable place. We're in a vulnerable place because of the fact that now I done tormented you, I done starved you, I done put you in a place of panic, a place of worry, a place of stress, I done caused you mental illness. So therefore, let me calm you down for just a little bit, because we're going to get through the holiday season, because I see Target over here hollering, hey, can y'all quiet this down a little bit? This is the most expensive, the most productive season of the year. This is when we pull in a lot of our revenue. We got to do our taxes. We got to actually do our inventory. Can y'all please leave the American people alone so they can come in and shop? Can Walmart and Target, can we get what belongs to us? I hear all the millionaires, all the billionaires, all the big corporations hollering, oh, we need that money. We need for y'all to quiet them down, and even give them a little bit if you can. If you could just give them a little bit, just give them a little bit in their hand like they 2 years old. Give them some candy money so they can run that back to the store, so they can put that back out here. Oh, okay. Hold up. Let me see what I can do. Let's see if I can throw them a little bit of money to shut them up. Can you be bought for $2,000? And I have a question. Is $2,000 going to make you forget what just happened all this whole year of 2025? Somebody answer that for me. Will this $2,000 make you forget what has happened, all the things that have happened, all the things that have taken place, all the things that, uncertain things, all the people that have been put out on the street, all the people that have lost their jobs, all the people that are looking for homes, all the people that are homeless? Would this make $2,000 make you forget all that? Would this $2,000 make you forget that healthcare could go up, that you possibly could end up with no job tomorrow, that AI is coming in and putting all the American people out of work, and we have no idea where you're headed, what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to work, what you're supposed to do for money, what jobs are you supposed to take now? Does that $2,000 help you forget about your degree that you had to pay to go to college for, them college loans that you still paying back? Is that $2,000 enough to shut you up and buy you out of this system? I mean, sometimes you can go to school so much, you can have so much book sense that you forget your common sense and you start hopping right into nonsense. $2,000? $2,000 is all it took for us to forget about everything that has happened for all the rest of this year. We're going to take a break. He said he was going to give us $2,000 that we ain't even got yet. But we're going to take a break. We'll forget about everything else. And then to distract us, you're going to throw Epstein files in the midst of the whole situation. Y'all think about this. This man done left the planet, gone by his business, but we supposed to think about who grooving who. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's $2,000, a whole new episode, a whole new soap opera, a whole new story that has started. But I want y'all to forget about the fact that in January 26th, the last day of the month, remember all this stuff started with the tariffs and everything started And y'all were so blown away by everything that went down the line from that point on and just started walking the dog. And you forgot about the SNAP program that maybe get ready to come to an end. You forgot about the Section 8 program that people are getting ready to be put out on the street. It doesn't matter to me why you're being put out on the street. The fact that you're being put out on the street and you don't understand that it's time for you to stand up and look after yourself. And you don't understand it's time for you to take accountability for yourself. And you don't understand how serious this situation is. But we're on the line screaming about somebody's $2,000. What is $2,000 going to do for you with no health care? What is $2,000 going to do for you with no place to live and can't afford to take that $2,000 and go get a place to live? What is $2,000? Oh, but let me tell you something. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Let me put some Jesus in it. Because let me tell y'all something. I'm not telling you not to take the $2,000. That's not what I'm saying. Because hear my lips very well. A monkey would take $1 and he ain't got no pocket to put it in. A monkey would take $1 and he ain't got no pocket to put it in. What I'm telling you is don't be distracted. Don't forget where your help come from. Don't forget who your real provider is. Don't forget that God done told you that he will provide. Don't forget, hallelujah, that this $2,000 is going to be like water in your pockets, water running straight through your hands if you don't know what to do with that. If you don't use that to your benefit and still be willing and able to keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on what's going on in this world. Do not be blindsided that this $2,000 will buy you to a place where now you forget all about God. You forget all about the things of God. You forget about the promise of God. That now his man that gave me $2,000, now that has become your God and that has become your daddy, and that's who you watching. That's who you listening to. That's who you bowing down to. That's who you catering to. And no matter what anybody else says, no matter what God has said, no matter what you hear, no matter what has been done, all of a sudden this person that gave me $2,000. This is that tariff money. And do you think for 1 minute that $2,000 is going to be enough to put this economy back into condition the way it was? Or are we going to go back to having homes to live in? You're going to be able to buy a house, and you think it's going to open up the American dream for you? No, this $2,000 is going to put you to sleep for a minute, and so you were to even get it. But see, you can't even get it because, see, I told y'all before, you got to stop listening to what somebody says and watch what they do. And so, check this out. Hold up, wait a minute. Even if somebody was coming to give me $2,000. Don't tell me what you're going to give me. You bring it to me like a grown woman. Here, baby, here's $2,000. You don't even want your husband looking at you saying, well, if I can get $2,000, whenever I can get it, and then it drags on. Baby, did you get the $200,000? Baby, did you get the $2,000? Are you going to be able to get it? Are you going to be able to find the money? Are they going to give you any overtime so you can make the money? That foolishness right there is irritating to me. I really feel this is something that should not even been mentioned until it was ready to go out, until it was able to be done, until it was already proofread and proof done and already been through the whole center. But no, this was hush-hush money to shut you up. I want you to be quiet. I would love to give it to you, but you be quiet. You just wait on it. Because we didn't say, I might get it. You didn't say, I might. You said, I will. I intend to. I'm sending. I'm going to give. So people are looking for that. Y'all are looking for that to happen because of the way it was spewed out there. Well, the reason why it has not happened yet is because of the fact that it's not been approved yet. We don't have the power to give away things that we don't own. We don't have the power to give away things that we don't control. We don't have the power to give away things that we got to bounce through other people to get. It's not coming out of my pocket. So therefore, I got to wait. You got to wait. I got to wait and see if I can approve it. I gotta wait, see if it clears. But whatever it is, I want you to stay focused. I want you to understand that you got to stay focused in this hour. And you got to keep your mind on what it's going to do to help build your house, the house that you live in, the people that are there with you, the people that are standing with you. What is it going to take for you to keep you from laying on the ground, keep you from being outdoors, keep you from not being able to eat? And so they decide to go back into this shutdown on end of January. What is that going to mean for you? Is that going to put you in a bad position? Were you in a bad position when it went down this time? Because if it goes down again, I'm surely going to tell you that it's going to go probably longer than it went the last time. So you got to be prepared for that. Are you ready and prepared? Are you already set, ready to go? And so things go bad on January the 31st and 30th and they decided they want to shut the government down again? Are you prepared? That means whatever it is that you do have, whatever it is, even if they gave you that $2,000, that is not spendable income for you to go and waste and ball out if you cannot afford to hold your house down by yourself, is what I'm trying to tell you. If you can't afford, if you need the government to hold your house down for you and you need that $2,000, which I would rather not have it if they're going to come back for it when federal income tax time, you look up, you waiting for a tax check that you think you're supposed to get, and bam, now we got to pay that $2,000 back. Now I want back what I gave. Now you got to give it back to me because now we're past the holiday season. Now that I'm done playing with your mind, now I'm going to snatch back what I took from you. Y'all got to be careful this time, man. All money ain't good money. Let's just call the thing a thing. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. I'd rather see you go ahead and pay America's way out of this hole that we in. Get us out of this bull crap so that our interest rates can go back to normal, so we can actually go buy cars, go buy houses, build a life. People can go on to school. People know how to build a future. They can have a vacation. They can begin to have a life. They can begin to put their life back in some type of order, and instead of in this chaos, waking up every morning, that we got to think about the fact that somebody else got control of our lives and we can't move. Even right now, you're being controlled because you can't move unless somebody say you can move. Why? Because your job may be in jeopardy. You don't know if you're going to go to work and you're going to lose everything you got, or you're going to be the next one to walk in there and you get a pink slip that day. So, I mean, just think about all these things. Think about all these things, and you start thinking about a $2,000 tariff check. $2,000. $2,000. That's it. Just $2,000. That's all we had to do was dangle $2,000 in front of you, and it gave you some hush-hush money to keep you still. To keep you still. Ho, ho, ho. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. And I hope you go give it to Target. And I hope you go give it to Walmart so that I can shut them up as well. Because these corporations want that money. They want that money. They want your money. They want you out here shopping. They want that Black Friday money. They want that Cyber money Monday. They want all that money, but they could care less about you. And once they rake up as much as they can get, they can close their doors. They can go do whatever it is they got to do because, see, they got money. You're playing with what little bit you got, buying things that you may not longer need. Why continue to keep filling your house up with things when the intention is to take you from your house? The intention is to run you out of your house. The intention is to make sure you can't afford a house. The intention, what is the purpose of taking that money and wasting it on things that you have to carry when you can't carry all these things with you? Simplify your lives. Simplify your lives. Simplify your lives, because you don't know. You just don't know. And that's the sad part about it, is I'm going to dangle money in your face, but you don't know. You don't know what the outcome of this is going to be. You do not know. You do not know, have not a clue what your life is going to look like tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next day. You don't have a clue. You don't have a clue. So you got to prepare yourself. You got to get yourself in a position where you can at least try to make some type of decision for your life. And the only decision you're going to be able to make for your life is the ones you make for your life right now. Right now. And that $2,000, effing so, you was lucky enough to get it. That $2,000, you use that money, like I said, as a part of the flip game to be able to help you get to where you need to be, not to put it back out there to help them fatten the frog for a snake so that they can be able to tear you down when it's time. AI is coming in. Whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not, AI is coming in. And it's not even like playing hide and seek. It's just that AI is coming in, and here we is. We in broad daylight, right out in the opening, showing our face. We ain't hiding. We coming through the doors. They kicking the doors open and kicking you out. They kicking the doors open and tearing your family down. They kicking the doors open and making sure you don't eat. So you got to look at even some of y'all. I've heard some of y'all on these lines. You still ain't learned your lesson yet. Once they issued the food stamps back to you, what did you do? I'm going to a grocery haul. I want to let y'all see what I bought. I got this, I got that, I got this. Not knowing that's the government's money, and you're going to run me back my money. Believe that. You keep operating like that. The next time you look up and your part gets shut down, your part going to be shut down because evidently you don't know what to do with no money. You don't know what to do with no money. You're not able to spend no money. You're still buying stuff that's unnecessary. You're still buying stuff that don't got no nutritional value. You have no idea. You need to take a nutritional class. You need to go take a class on how to put together a meal. But what you really need to do is stop putting your business out here for people to see what you. We don't need to see what you bought. We don't need to see that. We don't need to know how many food stamps you got neither. Some things are just between you and God. Some things are for you to just pray about so that you won't have to continue to keep staying in that pattern, staying in that route, staying in that situation. Pray about it. But to get on these lines and try to glamorize it after all that has been done, after all that has been said, after all that has been lost, after people that have lost their food stamp for that very same reason, getting out here trying to show off, and you got working class people that are out here working hard. And I'm not saying that the food stamp crew don't work, because I know a lot of people that get food stamps that work, and they work hard. They work long hours, but yet and still, you got to know in this hour everything the devil knows about you. You on these lines telling it. All I'm trying to say, daughters and sons, is everything ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody, because everybody ain't got your best interest at heart. I know you want to make content. I know you want to create content. Figure out a better way to create content besides that. Don't use your children's livelihood as a way of creating content. Figure out some other way and keep that situation private. Whatever the state is governor is giving you, count that as a blessing and thank that as the Lord, and just thank the Lord for what God is giving you, what he's doing in your hour, how he's moving. But you don't have to get out here and put everything that's happening with you, everything for you on the internet, because everybody's not got your best interest at heart. Some of the things that you show is getting you in a position where you're about ready to lose everything. You're going to lose it all because you feel the need to be on here talking about it all. And then you want to blame somebody else for reporting you. No, you reported you. You reported you. You reported you. And that's all that is right there. But when they start talking about this $2,000, don't y'all hold your breath. Don't y'all sit there and put your whole life and start spending money you ain't got with the expectancy of that might come. Because you know how some of y'all are so quick to put the horse before the cart, and you'll start spending your bill money. You'll start spending your electric bill money. You'll start spending your car payment money. You'll start spending money that you don't got because you ain't got that money. But just because somebody said that you might get that money, you know how some of you do. Some of you run right out and you start doing things as if you've already been awarded your check and it's already in your account. Don't do that. Don't do that. I be thinking sometime, I love y'all so much, and I love to be on these lines to be able to uplift, motivate, and inspire, and to be able to drop some knowledge so that somebody may be able to hear something that I may have to say that may help you along the way, or that might help you actually change the way you be thinking or do something different in your life, because that's what you really have to do. You're going to have to start changing your mindset, because see, sometimes a lot of you are stuck in the same way of doing things, and you think things are normal, and you're going to wake up and start doing the things the same way you always did, because that's the way you've been doing it, and you have not tried nothing else, and you have not tried nothing new, and nobody's never come and told you or never showed you any different way of doing things. But right now, it's time for you to figure out a different way to support your family, because the government is not it. The government is no longer it. The government is no longer it. As y'all know, they're having people reapply for the food stamp program so they can try to revamp that. They're going to do the same thing with the Section 8 program so they can revamp that. They may end up doing the same thing with the Medicaid and the Medicare and every one of these programs so they can revamp that. We don't know. You just don't know. So you got to be ready. You got to have yourself in a position where you can begin to figure out how to get these folks out your business and take care of yourself. That's all I'm trying to say, beloved. You are a chosen one. You've been chosen for such a time as this. God will always sends warning before destruction. So right now we're being warned. The people are being warned. And so therefore it's time for you to make some decisions. It's time for you to move differently. It's time for you to stop putting all your eggs in one basket. It's time for you to stop moving on lucky promises and sweet praises, because God knows we don't need our confidence raised. We already are confident people. We already are anointed people. We're already a powerful people. So therefore we got to operate like we got common sense, like we got some good sense. Because let me tell you something, half of the book sense that you learned was taught wrong, and it was taught not to benefit you. It was taught that you was not to prosper. It was taught to take the life out of you. It was taught so that you would not understand exactly what's really happening in the world and how things truly happen. So them book sense that you got is really nonsense. And now they're showing you it's nonsense. Anytime you're out here with degrees, and you got bachelor degrees, and you got associate degrees, and you got all these degrees, but you can't get a job. You got all these degrees, but you getting laid off. You got all these degrees, and nobody's checking for you. Nobody's calling back for you. You know why? Because that was their way of programming you. Stop allowing yourself to be programmed with nonsense and start using your common sense. I'm not saying that your book sense didn't matter, because it did matter. It mattered a lot. That was a big accomplishment, and it still is a big accomplishment. But the people that are operating over top of you this day and time, they do not care. That's why they feel they can dangle a carrot in front of your face, and you're out here making hundreds of $1,000s a year to take that job from you and give you $2,000. Is that all it takes? Is that all it takes? Is that not a slap in the face? Is that not an embarrassment? You don't need their $2,000. What you need is your job back. What you need is your life back. What you need is your house back. What you need is your credit score to go up. What you need is to be able to function. What you need is to feel self-sufficient. You want to feel like you're productive. You want to feel important like you always have been and like they feel important. You want to know that you've been a good citizen and you want to keep doing the right thing. You don't want to end up out here begging, robbing Peter to pay Paul. You don't want to move around with just coins in your pocket when you used to carrying paper money and you used to pulling out money and paying somebody else's way. You used to pulling out money in the grocery store and being able to say, pay it forward. Not because of you being showing off, but because you have been blessed to a place where you can bless somebody else. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of you just don't understand that the blessings of the Lord are yea and nay. You got to be able to be in a position to know when God is speaking and when God is trying to teach and when God is showing you some things. Right now, I feel like we being toyed with. I feel like we being played with. I feel like we just being used, and it just feels like, if you continue to keep allowing yourself to wake up every morning with their plan on your mind instead of getting God's plan, so that God can help you create a plan for you in your life, for you to be able to prosper, for you to be able to move, for you to be able to grow, for you to be able to eat. Because as you can see, you're not in their plan. You're not in their plan. Like they said, there's no such thing as the middle class anymore. They've torn the middle class down. So if they can destroy you in that area where they tear you down to a place where you don't even know who you are anymore, you start looking in the mirror, you start wondering why. What happened? I had a good life. I was moving towards something. I had a future. I had a successful business. I was headed somewhere. I was planning to take my kids on vacation. Me and my husband were going to go, travel a little bit. Now you don't see where you can do none of that unless you get in the shed. You can't see where you can do none of that unless you on foot. You can't see where you get none of that unless you're begging and borrowing and all of that kind of stuff. You got to be in the yard and make your garden and feed your food. Because see, that's another place of keeping you. It's okay to start your garden, but y'all know how much money and how much time and effort it takes to run a successful garden. That means you got to be there to watch it, meaning you got to be put in a place where you got to stay right where you at to make sure that garden is working properly. Most of your homesteaders don't get away too often because they got to take care of the homestead. You see, I have a homestead right here. I'm considered a homestead. And I know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work. And I haven't even started growing anything other than putting trees and shrubs and things on the yard. But as far as growing food, I haven't even did any of that. And like I said, most of y'all know why. It's because I have a disabled child who consumes most of my time. And so therefore, it's like saying I really cannot physically get out here and take a lot of time because I won't be able here, because there's times that we're at the hospital for 3 and 4 weeks at a time, 2 and 3 weeks at a time. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's more important for me to be there for him and pray that the Lord will provide. And I know he will provide, because if my neighbor got a garden somewhere down this line, there's a lot of people that have planted gardens, and I know some of them going to have a head of cabbage that they don't need. And from that point on, if I had to buy something from the locals, I just have to do what I have to do. But I just wanted to drop this in y'all's spirit, to not be so naive in this hour. Don't be expecting things that people to deliver things to you that they don't own. That's just like saying, I'll give you the wind, the moon, the sun, the stars, and the mountain, but I don't own that stuff. If I could give it to you, I'd be glad to give it to you, but I don't own it, so I can't give it to you. I'm telling you, in this hour, you just got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. So I totally pray that there's something that I've said in this video that actually will keep you, beloved, and will actually can give you the motivation to uplift you, motivate, and inspire you to be able to go through another day, to enjoy your life, but yet don't expect people to give you things that they're going to actually first of all, that they can't afford to give you, or give you things that maybe down the road you have to pay them things back. So y'all be careful. Y'all continue to keep doing what you know to do, and keep these people out your house, keep these people out your business, because I'd rather for you to keep your $2,000 than for you to come for me after it when tax time comes and now I owe you $2,000. I'd rather you just keep it. So to that, I'll just say, to God be the glory. And yeah. If and so you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you over here. We love to uplift, motivate, and inspire, and we love to build a safe place. We're building a safe community where we can all come over and we can have conversation, good, healthy, wholesome conversation, and nobody ain't got to be over here cursing nobody out, and this is not that type of platform. So a couple of you, if you have been over here before and I did not block you, but you see your comment has been deleted and your comment was full of cuss words and just too unbearable for me to even read because I couldn't get no understanding because all you was doing was cursing up a storm. I did delete it until you can come back and speak clearly so that we as a community can understand what you're saying, because we're building a safe place so that we all can communicate together and be able to get some understanding. And not only do we bring the problem, but we also want to bring solutions because we are a solution-driven people. And with that being said, if you have not turned your notification bells on, turn your notification bells on at this time as well. Hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button because it truly helps the channel. And if you have joined the channel, thank you so much. I see that we have a good little group now that's starting to join the channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I do see you. We're going to get some things together for the members only as we get more members, because it's hard to do members only videos, a lot of them when you don't have enough members to watch the videos. So I would appreciate it if y'all would just hold tight, and I will be coming with some members only content soon. I love y'all. I thank God for y'all. And with this video, I pray that you would type your comment. Please leave a comment. And if and so you stay to the end and you don't have a comment, just leave a heart, and I would know that you stayed till the end of the video. Okay, y'all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.